Okay, well, hi, how are you? It's been a minute, I realize, and I don't really have an excuse other than, of course, everyone gets busy, but I also think that sometimes you just feel inspired and you're in the mood and sometimes you're not. And maybe I was going through like a little bit of a creative lull for a second, but now I'm feeling good. So as you can see, I'm here in my house. I'm kind of trying a different approach with filming, and that's probably mostly just to keep myself inspired and entertained. But as you can see, I'm just here. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm actually shooting with all natural light in front of a window. So it's kind of different, but it's also very real. And yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think about it. So I'm just gonna show you, obviously I don't have any makeup on right now, and I had a lot of people on Instagram loving a look that I did recently, which was so simple, and I think that that's the point, right? We all want really easy, cool, simple makeup. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna just turn on the camera really quick before I head to lunch with my friends and show you guys what I did. And so yeah, my skin right now, I'm always dealing with skin issues, I swear to you. Like, it's never ending. I used to get a lot around my mouth. Now I'm dealing with stuff around my cheeks. As you can see here, I had a little guy that it got extracted yesterday. So I'm on the up and up, but it's always so frustrating for me. And I'm always trying different skin care, and that's probably part of the problem. But I just bought Sunday Riley's UFO oil and got back on the good genes, which is something that I use and I love it. My skin looks great, and then I get distracted and I use something else. So I'm committing to good genes and the UFO. I'll let you know how it goes. But my goal in life is to just not have to wear foundation and have really great skin. And so I'm much more willing to spend some money on some skincare and some laser treatments, because I also am trying to get rid of some sunspots. So with that being said, a lot of the products that I've been using lately on my skin are more like tinted sunscreens. So it's kind of a little less makeup-y and a lot of protection, because I just don't want to get any more sunspots. So I'm going to put on, this is Saturday Skin. This is their Sunscreen Perfecting Cushion Compact, and this is SPF 45, I believe. I actually wrote about this. I love it, and it just makes the skin look really beautiful and glowy, but the most important part is that it has so much sun protection. And I'm intrigued by anything Korean skincare, so of course I really love this. So it comes in this little like cushiony compact, and with this little like thing that you, applicator thing. And it's really quite simple. All you do is just put it on. And the funny thing about it is it comes with a refill, so you get 2 of these little things within one purchase. And I'm actually getting low, so I'm just gonna be lazy really quick and do this just to get the product on. So I'm wearing, whoa, that might be a problem. We'll see if we can blend this out. So I'm wearing number 2, which is called Champagne, and I believe it goes up to either 4 shades or 5. But because it's more of a tinted sunscreen, I do feel like the colors are pretty forgiving. Unfortunately, I don't think they have super, super dark colors. Like if you're more of like a caramel color, you should be fine, but anything darker, they may not have, or at least from what I've seen looking on the website. But you can just see this just gives like a really nice little glow, a little bit of coverage, just to kind of even things out a little bit. And I just, yeah, I don't know. I just love it. I don't feel like I'm wearing makeup. So you could wear that by itself, which is what I'm doing. But if you do like wearing more makeup, this is at least a good primer, especially with the SPF. So now on to concealing. I'm still using the Giorgio Armani. This is the High Precision Retouch, and this is shade 3.5, which I'm actually almost out of, and I need to get more. So I use this, I'm like the lazy girl, so I try to do as least amount of work as possible. So I use it for my under eye and for any blemish coverage. So, and lately I've just I've been trying to just be like whatever, you know, like of course I'm covering these, but I'm also just not going to like obsess over it. I think I've gotten to a place where I'm like, everybody gets zits. We all like, it's rare to ever have like that like perfect skin, which we all want, but it's hard. And truthfully, I think sometimes we think that that's all people are looking at when they see us, but I don't think they're really paying attention to whether we have a zit on our face or not. I think it's all in our heads. At least that's what I try to tell myself. That's what I'm telling myself to try to make me feel better. So yeah, I'm just trying to like be zen about it. So as you can see, I'm using this little fluffy, it's probably an old eyeshadow brush. This is a brand called Deco, and it's a crease brush. But I just like something that's dry, that I can kind of, that has like a little bit of a point to it. And then I can just kind of go through and like feather and diffuse. I feel like maybe I didn't blend my chin with the foundation. I don't know. I'm a little dry there, so it wasn't really, that looks better, doesn't it? Why don't you guys tell me? So yeah, I have a little mirror here so I can do this so when you can see. So you can layer it on if you need to, but literally I just kind of like put the product on. I'm gonna blend it out with my brush, and then if I need to go over any spots, I will. I'm a little bit dry. I just got a facial like 2 days ago, so I'm a little bit peely, which is never that great with makeup. That's why sometimes it's better just to not put makeup on because you just look dry. But it's covered. I'm gonna put blush on, so I'm actually gonna show you a trick after I put the blush on to give it like a little bit more coverage. But all in all, it could be a lot worse. So I'm happy with my skin as is. So moving on to eyes. I've been wearing glitter and I love it. And I love this product. It's from Stila, and it is their Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And this color is called Smoky Storm, and it's cool. It's like this little applicator like this. And all I did the other day, it was just like random, like, oh, I'm just gonna hurry up and do my makeup, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put some glitter on. So I just put it on my fingertip and then just kind of start at my the base of my lash line, and then I'm just kind of blending and patting. What's cool about this eyeshadow is that it dries and it doesn't move, but it also doesn't crease. And I feel like with glitter, it can be hard sometimes because it ends up getting like all over your face, which isn't necessarily the goal with wearing glitter. Like you want it to stay where you want to put it. So I feel like that's what's the point of difference with this. And it comes in like 10 different shades. I actually went out last night. That's probably why I look a little bit tired. I stayed up till 4 in the morning, rebel. And Stila makes one it looks, in the package it looks black. I don't know what the color is called off the top of my head, but I put that on my eyelids, so it was more like a smoky glitter. I just did it on the top and it was so pretty. People love it, so don't be afraid of the glitter. And then if you want, you can just kind of tap like a little bit of this in the corner of the eye. I always like to use my pinky to kind of like blend it. Yeah. So that's my eye look for the day. And then, okay, mascara. So I love this Superhero It Cosmetics mascara, and I have been using it pretty religiously for a while now. I feel like it lengthens, it thickens, it holds, and it layers up really well too, because I like a lot of lash, especially because lately a lot of the times I'm not even wearing eyeshadow, I'm just wearing mascara, so I feel like it just gives really great definition. And I have to say that when I wear this mascara, everyone's always like, oh, do you have lash extensions, or what's your lashes? And no, it's just this mascara, because as you can see, me without it on, I don't have like crazy eyelashes naturally. but I also feel like with this mascara, like I don't have to curl my lashes either, which again is like one less step because I'm lazy, but I think health-wise for the lashes, it's probably better for them too. Whoa, I'm like trying to just talk while I do this. When I was in high school, I was obsessed with curling my eyelashes, like really obsessed. It was weird. And I remember one day my dad was driving me to school and I was curling my eyelashes in the car. And when I got to school, because I would just like go over them and over them and over them. I don't know why, it was so weird. And when I got to school, I was looking in the mirror and I like cut off a section of my eyelashes. Like I had a huge hole missing. And I was so sad. And that's actually when I first learned about individual eyelashes, because every day, literally, I would have to wake up and put individuals on in that little hole because I overdid it. So whether that gave me a fear of the eyelash curler, I just kind of sometimes, depending on your lashes, if they're long enough, I like when they have like a nice easy curve instead of like super straight up, which can happen a lot with eyelash curlers. And trust me, if you would have seen me in high school, I had like, they like went straight up. I don't know what was I don't know what was wrong with me. So anyways, long story short, my mascara is pretty much done. Like I could go another layer, but I'm not gonna bore you guys with me putting on my mascara and I don't feel like cutting the video. So yeah, and this, I read about this that it has some sort of like conditioning, because I'm not using a lash serum right now, so I feel like this does help to keep them like really strong and long. Okay, so moving on, brows. I just recently colored my hair and I did put some of that root color on my eyebrows, so I feel like they're at a nice color right now. Normally, as you know, I'd be doing the Maybelline Brow Drama, which is my favorite. But right now, I'm switching it up and I'm using Glossier right here, the Glossier. Here's the little brush. And I'm using the Boy Brow. So I want to give them some lift and some texture, but I don't want to color them any darker. So that's why I'm using this. And you know, like I actually haven't groomed my eyebrows probably in a year. And I feel really blessed, obviously, because I have like a pretty good natural brow. But I would, if I were you and you're like, you know, trying to stay with what's current in makeup, just let your eyebrows grow. Let them grow, let them grow, let them grow. And then just give them some texture. Don't fill them in too much where they look blocky. Just fill them in where you need to, because we want to see texture. And it depends on the day. Sometimes I make them crazy with a lot, and sometimes I kind of groom them down. But no matter what, you definitely want to be putting a brow gel through your eyebrows. So we're almost done. Blush. I'm not contouring right now. I mean, I do at night sometimes. I do in the day, but I'm just like, less is more for me right now, I guess, or easy is more for me right now. So this blush is from Lancome right here, and this is called the Blush Subtil Shimmer, and this color is Shimmer Mocha Havana. It's just kind of a nice neutrally blush, and I'm using this fan brush from Laura Mercier, which I really like because I feel like it just kind of gives like a nice diffused look. So it's really soft. So here's my biggest pet peeve with blush, and I love you all, but I feel like a lot of girls start their blush like here, way too far to the side. And you really just need to start it like, see that little apple? That's your apple. And that's where it needs to start, and then you can blend from there. So if you learn anything from this video, it's to put blush on your apples of your cheeks, because that's where you naturally flush, and it just makes you look better, I promise. So yeah, I think that's all I want for now, just a little bit. But that's why I like these fan brushes, because it's really diffused and you can just keep on adding and it doesn't ever get too harsh. But sometimes they shed little hairs. So, okay, the blemish. I don't think I'm ever gonna get it completely gone. I just need to let it heal. But what you can do after you've done your blush is just go back through and put like the teeniest, tiniest little dot of concealer again. And then just kind of like do a little bit of blending. I remember I saw this once when I was watching a Lisa Eldridge video and I was like, oh, that's pretty genius. So it kind of like a little bit, but still, I mean, it's never gonna be perfect because I don't feel like spackling my face. So I don't know if this is really doing something, but anyways, okay. So finally, the grand finale, lips. Here is my one, I think it's $1.99 drugstore purchase. I wear these all the time. I love these. This is Wet n Wild throwback, and it's their Mega Slicks Balm Stain. So the deal with this is it's not going to be like one of those long wear lips that's like dries out your lips and you feel gross and whatever, but it does stain your lips. So I love this because I, at least, you know, if I go to lunch or I eat or I do whatever, I just don't want to reapply. This like sinks into your lips and it gives you a color. And then everything else is just kind of bonus. So lately, I've been like overdoing my lips, which is funny. My mom was like, did you get your lips done? And I'm like, no, Mom, I just have been putting on more lipstick. So don't be afraid to like go out of the lines a little bit and even like see that little top part. I've been filling in right there. I remember a model did it once on a shoot and I was like, what is she doing? And then I tried it and I was like, oh, especially for pictures, it looks really good. So that's my trick for you. So sometimes with this, I'll just put it on and I'll kind of wait a couple minutes. And then especially like if I'm going to hang out with a guy or whatever, like I probably don't want to keep this much on, but I feel like at least it kind of seeps into my lips and then I can kind of just like take my ring finger, I always use that one, and just kind of blend it. And that also kind of diffuses the edges. So since we like made them a little bigger, it just kind of like softens it all out a little bit. Oh, and the color, this color is called Rico Mauve. It's like a good pinky nude. So, and then always that, because we don't want to get lipstick on our teeth. Okay, so that's it. This is like a great daily look, or night, or whatever you want it to be, really. But it's just fresh, it's fun, and it's easy. If I wasn't talking this video, like if I was doing this in real life, it legit takes me like 5 minutes because that's all I want to spend on my makeup. So anyways, that's all for now. I'm gonna go have some lunch. But what I want to know is if you like this video, if you like this style of shooting, and if you're as excited as I am to be back. Thank you for following me. I read all your comments, nothing goes unnoticed, and I think it's so cool that we live in a time right now where we can connect from everywhere. Sometimes social media can be crazy or annoying, but it's also cool. So we always think of it in a positive way. But anyways, I hope you have a good day and I will see you very soon. Comment what other things you want to see, especially on Instagram. If you tell me what you want to see, that's like the main hub of what I check. So let me know, okay? Oh, and I'm just going to tell you now because I know people are going to ask. These earrings here, the top ones are a New York designer called Borgo. And then these two earrings are from Adornmonde, which is a brand that I wear a lot. And these bracelets I got at the flea market. So, and this top is from Urban Outfitters. And this nail polish is D&D, I think it's called like Lucky Red or Lucky Strike. So, and this is Adornmonde. I think that covers everything that you can see. Okay? I will see you soon. Have a great day. Mwah. Big kiss. Bye.